From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Well, as we go into the second half of the weekend, we can expect temperatures to maybe increase by a degree or two, but it's not going to be that noticeable. We're not going to see much change overall. Now, temperatures are kind of going on a little bit of a roller coaster ride. What I mean by that is they're going to go up a little bit and then back down, and we'll take a closer look at that in a second. But I'm also looking at the potential for some mountain thunderstorms here as we go into late next week, probably around Thursday, Friday, and maybe even into that next weekend. But as I mentioned, warming up near the end of next week. And it could be, a bit warmer than we've seen over the last several days, but I'm not expecting it to be a massive heat wave. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Let's take a look at the fire potential for your Sunday. We've got a lot of the browns here indicating that we do have that moderate risk still. Looks like conditions are improving a little bit off to the west. Now, mainly the reason why we do have that moderate risk is because of the winds. We've got to keep watching those winds here closely because even though the winds for today won't be as bad as they were yesterday, what I mean by that is yesterday we saw peak gusts in this general area here, basically in the southern Cascades and northern Sierra, between 30 and 40 mile an hour, 30 and 40 miles per hour, that is, for those gusts. So for today, I think we could get up to about 30, but not quite exceeding that 30 mile an hour range. So conditions, yes, they are improving. Not by a whole lot, but they're improving. And you can see as we go into Monday, a little bit of improvement as well. I think we're struggling to get gusts up to 25 miles per hour. And how about Tuesday of next week? There you can see the winds dying down Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, maybe a little bit stronger, basically 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts there. So again, as far as the winds are concerned, we are seeing improving conditions going into next week and even today. But here's what it looks like for today. Temperatures, upper 90s, no triple digits in the forecast today. 98 for Redding and Red Bluff, about 96 for Chico. And for the mountains, upper 80s to about 90, depending on where you are. 88 for Mount Shasta City, 88 for Etna, 87 for Bernie, and about 91 degrees for a high today in Paradise. All right, here's your trend. And this is what I was talking about, a bit of a mini roller coaster ride, if you will, because temperatures are going up by Monday, and then they start to dip again. Look at Wednesday, Thursday. We're down to the mid-90s for Redding. And then we start to see temperatures kind of climb back up again. And this is that heat wave I was talking about toward next weekend into that next week. Temperatures could get over 100 degrees and close to 105 degrees. Now, that's still a long ways out. We're going to get a better handle on it. But there you can see the heat diving down to the south and east. That's through the end of next week. There's next Thursday. So this cooler air here is still kind of hanging around. This heat actually stays to the south and east, but we're going to see some heat come in from the south and rebuild over Southern California and even expand into our region. This is that warm-up I was showing you where we get up to 104 or 105 for Redding. That's because of this heat right here. But what I'm anticipating is that this cooler air here is going to continue to ride eastward. And what we'll do is kind of squash that heat and kind of push it a little bit more off to the west. And as a result, we don't warm up as much. All right, so now let's switch gears and we're going to talk about the potential for thunderstorms. Now, the monsoon moisture moves in around Tuesday, Wednesday. You'll notice some clouds for everyone moving in the form of some high and mid-level clouds, but I don't anticipate any rain just yet. Now we're going to take you into Wednesday and Thursday. Look at Thursday. Look at these thunderstorms popping up. Now, that's around Modoc County, Lassen County, really the southern Cascades and northern Sierra in general. But I have included a chance for thunderstorms for pretty much northeastern mountains of California here for Thursday, possibly even Friday. But look at Friday. Look where the thunderstorms are. They're in extreme southern Oregon and extreme western Nevada. Now, some of those could make their way into northern California, but right now it looks like they'll stay off to the north and east. That being said, we're going to get a better handle on this potential for thunderstorms as we get closer to the end of next week. So just bear in mind that this is something that we've got our eyes on and could bring the potential for some dry lightning strikes that we do not like to see this time of the year. Now there you can see Saturday. So a week from yesterday, you can see some thunderstorms near the Tahoe region. And then look at this as we go into, so we take you into next weekend and then into that next week Monday. There, look at that. We're looking at a little bit of activity making its way back in the mountains. So we're kind of getting a return of that potential for thunderstorms in the mountains here. And it looks like more of a normal trend here. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll certainly keep you informed and keep you posted and monitor those storms should they start to kind of come on through. But again, that's That's at the end of next week. We don't have to worry about that just yet. Let's take a look at those temperatures here for your Sunday. Temperatures mid to upper 90s in the valley, not quite reaching the triple digits. 80s, around 90 for the higher elevations, not bad. Have an outdoor hike planned in the mountains. Just make sure you got water and sunscreen. You should be in good shape. So there's that potential for thunderstorms I was talking about Thursday. I may include that chance for Friday. We'll see, even into that next weekend. But it starts on Thursday, and it may even start a day sooner than that. But this is going to be your overall chance, your best chance is what it looks like as of right now. But look at the trend too. See how they all are kind of going up on Monday. We see a dip going down to Thursday, and then they start to go back up by Friday and Saturday. And that's the trend for the valley as well. No thunderstorms in the valley, but you can see how we're peaking and seeing an increase on Monday, but then the temperatures are all kind of just diving down by Thursday, down to 91 for Chico by Thursday, 94 for Redding, but then temperatures going back up. And I think everyone in the valley is going to get back up to the triple digits next Saturday, and most likely well over 100 degrees for places like Redding and Red Bluff.